This video is for all the homies trying to land their first deal. So the plan for today is Jade and I are going to go to the driving range for a bit, hit some balls. Then I might have some showings in the afternoon, and then we're heading out to the first ever EXP get together in Kelowna. So that's really exciting stuff. And along the way, I'll tell you about how I was able to land my first client and deal, and hopefully it can help you get yours. So let's go. So guys, we just got back from golfing. Really good day actually out on the range. Jade and I actually hit some balls pretty far and it was a lot of fun. But now that we're back at the condo, let's get into the topic of the video, and that's how to land your first client. So let me talk a little bit to you guys about my personal story about how I landed my first client. It actually took a really long time, and this might be disheartening to some, but it took around 6 months for me to land my first deal. Some people get it early on, but for me it took a while, and a lot of other agents I know, it definitely takes a few months. So it's very important to store up some money that you'll be able to last a couple months before you get your first deal. So with my situation personally, I made sure that every single friend or family member knew that I was licensed in real estate and I was ready to help them if they were relocating or knew somebody who's relocating to the Okanagan area. This is called using your sphere of influence. And even to this day, 50% of my deals still come from my sphere of influence actually. It's one of the most important factors, I think. In my personal situation, it was somebody that knew I was licensed and referred somebody that they knew who I didn't to me. So it wasn't a direct personal connection for my first deal actually. It was a friend of a friend. And that's why I think that the sphere of influence is so important. Because if you have people referring to you, those that you know can become, how would you say, referrals? Advocates. Yes, that's it. So those who you know can be advocates for you. And I've actually had this many times. About like 80% of the agents that I've talked to have gotten their first client from their immediate or secondary sphere of influence, just like me. So you can do this by making sure that you have a Facebook page, you get everybody to follow it, be sure to post content pretty regularly. You want to stay on the top of people's minds. Chances are in your area, people that you know will know somebody who's going to buy or sell soon. I know what you're saying, Brady, my first client here, they're a complete stranger. How do I get them to trust me if I have 0 deals on the table? And that's a good point. I thought a lot about this, and there are a couple strengths that you can play to when it comes to that stuff. The number one thing that you have as a new agent that experienced ones don't is time. You got a lot of time on your hands. You can dedicate that time personally for that one client. You can always be in reach for them. This is something that people really admire. Also, if you're working with a mentor at all, you can be like, hey, you know, like I've never done a deal before, but my mentor has done a ton. He's gonna work close with me on this and we will do whatever we can for you. As long as you show that you are willing to work hard and dedicate a lot to your clients, they shouldn't have a problem if it's your first deal. And that's how you can start building trust between you and your first client. So yeah, essentially, if you do those things, I am confident that you will be able to land your first deal. Just be patient. It might take a few months, store up some money, but you got this. If you want any more information or anything, or want to contact me personally, go ahead, leave a comment below. I love to connect with my viewers, and who knows, maybe I'll know somebody who wants to buy in your area and I can refer somebody to you. That's really all I have to say for today. Got a few errands to do today, head out, and then I get to go to my EXP party. So hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you next time.